Hello everyone, I am back with another card, and today I started off with some Tim Holtz Distress watercolor cardstock and some distress inks. And what I first intended to do was mush some color onto my craft mat and then pick it up with an acetate sheet and then apply it to the watercolor cardstock. This just gives you a little more control. I've done it before with kind of mixed results, and I was struggling this time. And I think it was a combination of my little ink pad here needing more ink, and because I was using such a pale color, I was using spun sugar, which is a really, really pale pink. So I was not getting the results I was wanting, like in my head. So rather than continue to mess around with it, I decided to do the technique as I normally do, which is just mush all the colors onto my craft sheet. So I'm using all three this time. I used the spun sugar, worn lipstick, and picked raspberry. And just kind of, I just used a brush this time with water. Usually I spray it, but I wanted to completely cover the cardstock. So yeah, I was doing this late at night and just kind of messing around really. And I thought I would include that little first bit that I kind of messed up. Yeah, just cause. So I completely covered and saturated the cardstock. So basically the pinks kind of melded together. So you can't really tell that I used more than one shade of ink for the most part, but that's fine. That's kind of what I wanted. And then I dried it with my heat tool because I still wanted to get kind of that splattery effect that I love. So I just dried it with my heat tool and then pressed the cardstock back into the remaining little splatters of ink. And then I was kind of happy with that, but I wanted to create some more texture. So I cleaned off my craft mat. I just used a baby wipe and then just grabbed my little microfiber cloth that I keep on my desk just to remove the moisture. And then I'm going to lay this back down, and I'm just picking up clean water with my paintbrush, and like it's super saturated with water, and then just tapping it on my finger to create little blobs. And then I let that sit for about a minute, and then I'm just picking up that water with a rag here. And that is the fun thing about distress inks, is you can see, like, this part is like, oh, magic, is you can see how it reacted with the water. So super fun. So I was loving that. So I'm like, oh, I gotta do that again. Wanted even more of this look. So yeah, I picked up a whole bunch of clean water again and just tapped it over the cardstock. And yeah, you let it sit for about a minute, because then it starts to saturate in and pull up the ink. And then you just remove the water with, you can use a rag, a paper towel, whatever. I just keep these towels by my craft desk because I use them when I'm like using sprays and that kind of thing to kind of protect my area. And yeah, you get this cool effect. So super fun. So I'm done with that now. I'm going to go on. I die cut some black cardstock with two different sets of dies. I use the high rise alphabet from My Favorite Things and then the Eiffel Tower Dynamics die. I basically was inspired by a cell phone case I had seen a couple weeks ago. And yeah, you guys that have been watching my videos regularly, if you haven't been, I haven't been creating much at all in the last several months. And yeah, the ideas are starting to come back. So I saw this idea and I was like, oh, I know how I can make this into a really fun card. So yeah, I die cut the letters to form the word Paris, with the Eiffel Tower being the A. I thought that was really fun. And I'm just using my T-square ruler here to give me a straight line to adhere these letters so that I don't have them kind of all over the place. I thought about using it to just draw a line with an eraser or with a pencil, and then I was going to erase it afterwards, but I was kind of scared I'd end up messing up the background. And again, I was doing some of this late at night and then some of it first thing this morning. I'm not feeling very good at the moment, so I'm just kind of winging it. But yeah, use that and then remove the ruler and just applied the Eiffel Tower die cut. And then I just have some white cardstock as my base, cut to 5.5 by 9 inches. No, 8.5. 5.5 by 8.5. Oy. And then scored at 4.25. So standard A2 size card. And then as a final bit of embellishment, I just grabbed some Simon Says stamp. These are the assorted moonshine sequins, and laid them out on my card front first so I can figure out kind of where I want them. And then I'm just going to squeeze some Ranger Multimedia Matte Adhesive back right onto my craft sheet here. And then I'm going to use my little tweezers to pick up the sequins and apply them where I want them. So really, really easy. I was talking about this on Periscope. If you missed my last little life update video, I was talking about how I'm totally obsessed with Periscope now. So yeah, I was showing everyone like, these are the sequins, these are my, and I think showed part of this card. So yeah, I was going on and on about how much I love these sequins, how much I love these tweezers. They're amazing. So yeah, I got everything adhered into place, and that's all there was to it. So I will include links to the supplies and my blog post and all that fun stuff in the description box below the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.